For 6 long years, one dog waited behind these shelter doors. Every morning, he hoped today would be different. His name was Max, an old German shepherd with gentle eyes and a heart that had almost forgotten what love felt like. Every day, families came looking for a new best friend. They laughed, smiled, and walked right past his kennel. Max stood up every single time. Maybe this family would choose him. But just like all the others, they never did. Another puppy found a forever home. Max watched quietly, wondering why no one ever chose him. As the shelter grew silent each night, Max lay awake, waiting for a miracle that never seemed to come. Then one quiet afternoon, everything changed. A retired Army veteran named Daniel walked through the shelter doors. The staff showed him playful puppies. They were happy, energetic, and full of life. But Daniel wasn't looking for the perfect dog. Then, he saw Max. Their eyes met for just a moment, and somehow, they both understood each other. Instead of calling him, Daniel simply sat down outside the kennel and waited. Max stayed where he was. But for the first time, he didn't look afraid anymore. Slowly, he stepped closer, lowered his head, and gently sniffed Daniel's hand. Then something beautiful happened. Max's tail began to wag, slowly, almost as if he remembered what happiness felt like. The very next morning, Daniel came back, not because he had to, but because he had already made his choice. Emily opened the kennel door. Max took his first careful steps beside Daniel, trusting him with every move. Outside, Max stopped for a moment. He closed his eyes, breathing in fresh air he hadn't felt in years. Daniel tossed a small blue ball across the grass. After a short pause, Max ran after it with all his heart. Watching him smile for the very first time, Daniel quietly signed the adoption papers. Emily hugged Max goodbye. Tears filled her eyes, but this time, they were tears of happiness. Together, Daniel and Max walked out of the shelter. One had found a loyal friend. The other had finally found a home. Max climbed into Daniel's truck without hesitation. For the first time in years, he wasn't going back to a kennel. As they arrived home, Max looked around quietly. Everything felt new, and a little unfamiliar. Daniel opened the front door. But he didn't pull the leash. He simply smiled and let Max decide. Max stepped inside, slowly, carefully, and found a warm bed waiting just for him. The next morning, Daniel removed the leash. Max looked back once, then ran across the open field with pure joy. From that day on, they explored trails, climbed hills, and watched every sunrise together. The lonely soldier had found a loyal friend, and the forgotten dog had finally found someone who truly loved him. On quiet evenings, they didn't need words, just sitting together was enough. A year later, no one would have believed this was the same dog who had spent 6 years waiting in a shelter. Sometimes, the dog everyone walks past is the one who changes someone's life forever. Because the greatest rescues save 2 hearts, not just one.